everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing a tutorial, I guess, on this look. This is kind of like my everyday makeup. I mean, it's not like every single day, but majority of the things that I do in this video are definitely part of my makeup routine and something I do every day. So if you guys are interested in seeing how I got this look, then just continue watching. Okay, so the first thing I do in my makeup routine is I obviously prime, and I use this Smashbox Photo Finish foundation primer, and I love this stuff so much, so I'm just gonna spread this evenly on my face. And sorry if I'm looking this direction, I have a mirror right here and I don't have a viewfinder, so it's kind of hard too. Once I have my primer on, I'm going to be taking my Makeup Forever Professional Paris Ultra HD foundation, and I'm in the color Y315, so I'm a more yellow toned person. And I just pump a few pumps on the back of my hand, and I'm running out, which is great. And then I'm just going to dot this around my face, and then I'm going to use a brush to spread it all evenly. So instead of using a beauty blender, I usually use just a foundation brush to blend out my foundation. I find that it works better for me, and I'm just using an IT Cosmetics foundation brush, and I really love IT Cosmetics. I think that their brushes are so soft and work beautifully. So the next thing I'm going to go into is concealer, and I'm just going to use my Maybelline Instant Age Rewind. I'll either use this or my NARS concealer, but I really like this right now, so I'm just going to use it, and I need more, but yeah. I'm just going to... And then to blend this out, I am taking just a regular beauty blender, and I'm just gonna dab it into the skin. I find that this works best for concealer, in my opinion, better than foundation, but that's just my preference. I like a fuller coverage with foundation, so I use a brush because I feel like the beauty blender takes away a lot of the product and doesn't blend it how I like it, so... So after I'm finished with that, I'm going to take some powder and put that under my eyes to set it, and I'm using Maybelline New York, and this is a tinted powder because in my first makeup tutorial I used a horrible white powder that I can't even believe I actually used that. So I'm using a tinted one, and this is in the color Light, so 01 Light, and I'm going to just put that. Basically just I guess bake. So as you can tell, I put a lot of powder to just set that, and then I'm going to obviously end up wiping it away. But for now, I'm going to go into eyebrows, and that's really hard to show on camera. But all I use is my Anastasia pomade in color dark brown, and then I use just a little pointed brush. I just use that to fill in all the sparse areas. So I will be back with my eyebrows. Okay, so I am back with some eyebrows. I might look a little weird right now, but that's because obviously I am halfway finished with my makeup. So I'm going to take a big brush. I almost cussed, but I had to stop myself. And I'm just gonna wipe off any of the excess powder that I have under my eyes or anywhere that I put it. I just can't get over how much I love this Maybelline powder. I think it was probably under $10. I don't know. I bought this a while ago. So for that price and the way it works, it's really beautiful and it leaves my skin looking very, very flawless. it just leaves my skin looking so flawless. So I really recommend this powder to anyone who wants a cheap alternative for just like any powder to set under their eyes. I really recommend this. I think it works so well, and it just doesn't look cakey, and that's something I was very fearful about getting a tinted powder, but I feel like with a white powder it looked so bad. But this is amazing. Once I have that blended in, I'm going to be taking my Moschino palette, and basically the colors I like to reach for in this palette are a lot of the oranges, and I like to create like a really pretty bronzed orange smoky eye. That's something that I just personally love. So I go for the colors more like up here. And yeah, so I feel like the Anastasia Renaissance palette definitely has the same kind of vibe as well, if you guys are looking for an alternative palette. So that's kind of something that I really like. So my camera just cut off, so I'm not sure exactly what part it cut off, but I just used a very light beige color for my crease. And now I'm going to be taking the color Barely Bare, which is like this very light brown with like a tint of orange to it. And I'm taking a shadow brush, and I'm just going to kind of start to make my crease. So I'm taking like a darker red and a darker brown, and I'm just like kind of like mixing them, and just gonna make a little like cut right here. So the last color that I'm going to be taking, I'm actually going to be putting a shimmer on my lid to make this look more something. I'm going to be taking Fort Knox, and that is like this really shimmery gold color, and I'm just going to like pop that on my lid. So basically my camera decided to cut off because it loves me, but all I did was pretty much put black eyeliner on my waterline, and I just brought down some of the orangish colors and just put that down on my waterline as well to kind of bring the look all together. So yeah. It has just been super annoying lately, so I'm definitely looking for a new one, but hopefully you guys aren't too bothered by that. So the next thing I'm going to go on to is contouring. So I'm going to be just using one of my favorite bronzers, and I'm going to contour my nose. That's usually and I am taking my Anastasia contour kit, and I'm going to be taking these two colors right here and just kind of mixing them and blending them to create my contour line. Okay, so once I have my contour or bronzer on, whatever you want to call it, I go in with, of course, a glow kit, and I'm going to put this lightest shade, Summer, I'm going to be taking and putting that on my nose because I just like love a highlighted nose. I think it's so cute. And I totally forgot, but I just am going to do blush really quickly. Then, of course, I'm going to go in with my lips, and I'm going to do more of like a glossy nude lip. So I'm just going to use a ton of different MAC lipsticks, including lip liners. So I'm going to be using Hover, Boldly Bare, and Myth. So these are all pretty neutral. So these are definitely a little bit darker. And then I'm going in with the super pale nude. And then I'm going to be using my Dior lip gloss right over it. So yeah, this is pretty much the final look, and I know it's a lot, but I basically wanted to make sure I did something a little bit more interesting in this video, like with eyeshadow. So basically my everyday routine, you saw my face. That's something I do pretty much every day if I want to look super presentable. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and I love you guys so much, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye.